Okay, so today we are going to recreate this kind of design. If you can see in my share screen, so we gonna make this kind of design. So we gonna make a custom model from here, from the at the top. I mean, like in the roof sides, and then a facade here, and then the lower part and the stairs also. So how to create this kind of design? We need to use the new house project, which is our exterior or architects design projects. So click here, and then we're going to jump directly to the architects features. So if you're asking like, if we already create a Coohom architect project, can we access to interior design project? The answer is yes. So if you want to go inside the interior project, you just click here. On the right top corner, there's a button of design interior. But if you create a new design 3D project with the interior first, you cannot access to the exterior or the Coohom architects. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to make a structure for the house or the building first. So I'm gonna make like 10 meters. 10 meters times 4 meters, and then here it should be 2 meters, and then here will be like 3 meters. Okay, so next I'm going to close the room first, like this. So you can see in the 3D view, the structure will be look like this. Okay, the next thing, you click the outside. Don't click any of the structure here, just click outside, and then you change the height. For example, you change the height of the room to 3,500. Confirm, and then it will be like directly changed like this. And then you click inside the floor. In here, if you can see in the pictures, the I mean, like the land of the building is, there's a gap between the land, and also they need to make a stairs into the first level of the house, right? So they elevate the house, I think approximately around 500 or 550 centimeters. And then we're gonna do that also. So what we need to do, click inside, there's a thickness here. So you change the thickness to 500, right? And then you change the offset to 500. Okay. So once you click a doors, you create a new doors here. Just click it, new doors. You can see you can change the level of the offset of the doors also to 500. So if you see from the exterior part, you will see there's a gap between the first, the ground level to the doors, right? But if you go to inside, it's actually the same height. I mean, like this is the ground, the level of the building. Okay. So we're gonna start the design from the custom model first. So we're gonna enter custom model here. How to enter? We just click here. You go to build and then scroll down. There's a shape and meshes. Just click shape, the 3D modeling. Okay, so if you guys have any question directly from the features and everything, just let me know. Okay. Okay, so we have the building here already in the custom modeling preview. So here, usually I will use the material and wireframe mode. So it's easier to use the line and all the reference lines, right? So this is the front face of the building. Okay. So what we need to do first, you make a rectangle. Using rectangle, just make a something like for the custom modeling. Just follow the length and also the width. You can change to 500. Okay, because the elevation will be 500. And I click here, you make another one, and here, and also here. Okay. Next, you can see in the design, there's a gap here from the first wall to the outside part here, there should be around like 2 meters. Maybe we're gonna make like 2 meters. So here we're going to use push pull, which is very easy. For example, like 2 meters. Okay. And then here also just pull and go to the wall on the edge. Just click it. This. And then here you can also delete this line and also drag the floor again, the custom model part, for example, to 1.5, like this. Okay. Once you're done, we can solve everything for the custom model first. So if you go to here, there's a stairs. There's two ways. If you want to make your stairs directly by your own, you can also make it. But if you don't want to make it like one by one, you can also use the stairs building directly from construct and build in the architect features. So today I'm going to make a very simple things first. For the stairs, I just make by my own self. Okay. 3 meters. Just for example, like this one. Okay. And then I'm going to make like 2 levels. Maybe like 3 levels. Sorry. The height will be 500 by 3, 1667. This one. You can push, for example, the gap will be like 500. And the front gate will be also 1000. So you just make a very simple stairs like this one. Okay. The next thing, as we know, if we go to measures, from this endpoint to this endpoint is 3 meters, right? So what we're gonna do first, you can also make a rectangle here, because if you can see in the design, there's a slightly like a roof here. Okay, we're gonna make like this one. So I'm going to make a very easy way. For example, I'm going to make this part will be 300-meter width. This part also. And I'm going to use a very simple push and pull first. 2 meters go front, and then extra 2 meters. And then here, make sure you make a line or make a rectangle first for easier to use the push pull features. For example, you want to make extra 1 meters. This one. And then you can push here also to 1 meter. Sorry. And just pull this one. Oh, sorry. Make an endpoint first, and then use the push pull. Endpoint. Okay. And this one. So later, if you wanna increase the height of the gap, you can also directly doing it. So we can go back first. Click finish. And it will be showing like this kind of design, right? I think 2 meter, 300 meter is too thick. Let me see. Let me change to the custom modeling first. I'm going to make like this one. I'm changing it to 20 meters. Just erase this part, erase this part. Okay. Okay. We have these structures already. Next thing, if you want to hit the gap, increase the gap, for example, you want to, if you see the design here, there should be a gap between like here to here, will be like 220 centimeters, I think. So we're gonna make a gap first to increase like 3,700 of the height. So there's a gap here, I think 3,800. Okay. When it's done, we're gonna continue again to the 3D model before we trying to add all the materials. Change the wireframe. Okay, so maybe I'm going to make this one part first. So I'm gonna increase this to like 50. This part. 2 meters and then 2 meters, so 4.50 meters. So here, push pull again over here. 1.50 meters. 1.50 meters. So it's look like a overhang, but we make it manually. Go to the push pull again, not this part. Push pull here, just drag it to the end of the. Okay, and then we add another 50. It's this one. Okay, we already made this kind. And then next, if we go see here, there's a pillars here and make it a roof, right? So we're gonna make this part now. So I think there's a lot of way you can do it. For me, I think I will starting from the end of this part first. For example, I'm making a rectangle from the center to here to the, sorry. Make a rectangle here from this part to the centers. And then from the centers and also here, for example, I'm going to make the width will be 300. And then use the push pull. So in this case, push pull will be so important and very helpful for you to make this kind of design. Okay. The next thing, you can close all the roof part. If you want to make your own roof using the Coohom, I mean like using Coohom features like the roof features, you can also use it. But in this case, I just want to make it very manual. This, and then make another rectangle here, and then you can delete this part. Okay. Once you have it, and then let me try to use the push pull to this end of the line, and then add extra 300 here. Okay. And then after you're done, you add these sections to this line, right? And then they also make a gap here, so make sure you can add here 1 meter, like this one. So here basically you have everything for the structures for the custom modeling of the building now. Okay, now what you can do was to add the materials and everything. Okay, so we go here to the material library. I think I have some material that I already used it before. Let me try to use this one as the floor, limestone. Yeah, and then just copy to all the surface that we need to cover. So it's look very similar with SketchUp now. Right. Okay. And then the next thing will be the wall. Maybe the wall, we can use it later. We go to material, we go to maybe special materials, carpet, not this one. Stones, limestones. And choose the black one, I think. No. I think to change this to black first. Pick it. Everything here, and then in this case also the same color here. This part, this part, this part, this part. Okay, we click finish first. Okay, we have like this one already, right? So the next thing, we're gonna make material for the wall first. Maybe it's not like 100% similar with the design. So maybe I'm going to choose like mine. I already saved some colors. For example, like this one here. And then I'll just copy this part. This part. Also, right? Okay, so here, do you guys have any questions? Okay, so if no, we're gonna continue. So the next thing, using public library, maybe we can choose any kind of, not materials, maybe decorations. Library, mine, maybe like the window. We can put here, change to 0, and then change to 0. Make sure you do it every time. Change to 0. So you can get at the edge, right? So, and then change the floor to 500, and then the height to 200, 2,800, maybe 2,500, like this one. And then the width you can choose to 1,500 meters. We can see on this part, 2D part, and then just copy and paste here. 0, 0, 0. Copy another one. make it to 0. Sorry, 0. Copy another one here. Make here. Make this to 0 also. Okay. If you go to the 3D now, you can see there's a wall already here. Right. The window. And then the next thing will be the doors. We're gonna select any kind of doors. Let me try to find a very good one. Maybe entrance door. Maybe this one. 50, maybe 200. 150. 75. Change the height also. For example, like this one, right? And then another window you can use from the 2D now. Just select this one, copy here. Go to 3D, you can see it. The offset, for example, you want to change the offset to 800. And then the height of the window to 800. Like this one. Go to 2D again, move it here, change the width to 1 meter, for example, and then just copy. Let me see first. I think just make a very big one then. And move it to the center, midpoint. This one. Okay. Now we need to go back to the custom modeling to fill out these materials now. Go to the custom or 3D modeling. Just click the 3D modeling. Center point again. Just change to wireframe here. Okay, let me see if we can do any offset here. Let me check. Offset, yep. So we can make an offset, for example, like maybe 50. And then the edge of the offset, we need to like pull down a little bit to like this. Okay. Then we change the material. First, if we see on the design, it looks like a wood-based veneer here over on the top, on the ceiling. And then we can change it to wood also, wood veneer maybe, or wood grain. Select this one maybe, just click it. And then you can also rotate the angle. You go like this one, right? And then maybe the material of the, we can follow this one. Oops. We fill all the gap with the materials we already choose. Like this one. Okay. So then we go click finish. Make it center again. Okay. So the next part will be the decorations. So decoration will be like depends by yourself. If you need a very detailed decoration, you can do it. For example, plants, maybe like potted plants. Very simple one. Let me choose. Very basic. We just follow what they already made from the design. I just look up the home design from the Pinterest. So example here, and we can scale, for example, to 1 meters, and then change the offset to 500 because we know the gap will be 500 from the offset levels, right, from the ground. Just put it here, and we can also duplicate over here one. So we have it offset to 500. So yeah. So and then maybe pavement, click pavement, stepping stones. Oh no, lagging. Yeah, maybe this one. Here, for example, we change the width to. We need to change this way first. Oh, I think this way is fine. 3 meters. Right here. Right here. This one. And then if you want to make like maybe car park or something, you can directly put here. Maybe we can see vehicles. Choose a basic cars like here. We can make a gap here also to put it like here to make a more landscape. Maybe plants, shrubs. Maybe this kind. No, it's too much. This one, copy. Make it another one here. Copy another one here. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all. Maybe we can add more trees now. Just delete the car first. Okay. Now tree, we can see tree here. Just click it and make it more smaller. And choose any tree, for example, like this one here. And maybe on the back side. If it's a small tree, we can choose more bigger one. duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Duplicate. Go to 2D, I think it's easier. Duplicate, duplicate. Oh, no. Yeah, I think this is fine. Now, light. Let me choose light. On the wall, maybe here one here. Okay. Now we go to the architectural renders. And then we can choose residence. Maybe modern one.
Ini
Someone is
ini tapi jangan.
hello,
Oh,
sir.
itu
Can you choose this one, maybe? Okay. Once done, we can choose the angle first. For example, like this. Or this. Let me check. Where's my camera? Here. Change the camera rotations. And then the way of usually I using 40. So it will be like more wider. Not wider, sorry, like closer. And then we change the height. Maybe 35. Okay. Once you're done, and you can use the AI room simulations also, so it will help you to give all the details of the interiors. So it will be loading. Let's see. It should be loading. It's not loading. Let me check first. Maybe we can save this angle first. Let me see how to save. Not this one. Save angle. Let me check. Let me try to save first and also refresh the page. I think there's a bit problem. Okay, I'm going to 004. Let me stop sharing for a while. Okay, let me go inside the projects again. Anyone have questions? Oh no, it's in the interior part. Go again to the exterior. You can click exterior. Because we need to render using the architectural one, right? So when it's done, I think my computer is out of battery. Wait a moment. That's why it's lagging. Okay, let it run first, and then try to use this one, AI room simulations. Again, never mind. Okay, when it's done, just click renders. Let me try. Hope it works. 1K first. Let's see. I don't edit any lightings. Yeah. Meanwhile, we wait. I'm opening questions now. Okay, the render's already running. Any question, guys? We can test. We can see the render first, and then we can setting up the lighting later. Yeah, I know. Anyone here already used the Coohom Architect features before? Okay, we had the preview already. Oh, okay. So I think, yeah, because the environment is not that great, I think. So we need to change the environment first, and also the AI. It should be showing the AI. Let me check. We go back again to architectural mode. So actually this AI room simulation, if you click it, it will like showing the room inside. They will make an AI image generator for you. But I don't know why this case is not showing. Let me try to choose another, maybe a natural landscape. Five. I think there's a problem with the AI room simulation. I will contact the support team because it already on, but it's not showing anything here. Let's see. I'm using the 4K renders now. Let's see, hope it more proper. %70%. Okay, wait a moment. I'm trying to refresh again. I think there's a problem with my internet or maybe the Coohom. Let me check once more. Sorry for waiting, guys. One moment. I'm testing the AI room simulation without sharing screen first. Okay. Let me screenshot to the team. Yeah, so regarding to the exterior and also the custom model, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. So next, meanwhile we're waiting for this one keep going renders, and then I'm going to make a new 3D project. I mean, like from the interior one. So I'm going to close my previous design. Now we going to the interior design now. So in interior design, I mean like the new 3D project, not the house project, right? You can also using the material component. So once we already understand about the exterior for the home architects, you can also using a material component. So material component, there's a lot of way you can use it. I mean like not only for interior, but also the exterior part on the interior design. So for example, if I am going to the floor plan and make another external area, for example, I just make a rectangle here, for example, and I click finish. Right, you can see this will showing like the exterior part, right? So in this case, but you cannot change the, for example, the for example, let's just take slab tightness. Okay, so it will the same thing, but in interior one, you need to double make sure everything is correct. So here I just want to recreate another one. First, usually it will be depends because in interior design you cannot make a ground and also the slab thickness of the offset, right? So you need to go to the floor editor first. So make sure all the home building you already made for the exterior with the interior, for example, extraction is 300, and then you click save, and the extraction here will be showing it's 300, right? And then you can change the room height by going to the 2D view and then click outside of the wall and then just click it. For example, because normally 2,800 for the height of the rooms, so maybe like 3,200, right? Like this one. And then after you're done, you go to the advanced tools. You can also use this one, which is the material component. Okay. So in material component, make sure you can also click all the walls so you can see everything, not including the exterior one. So in this case, you can also use the same pattern. So for example, because we changed the extraction to 300, you can also did the same thing here, like this one, right? And then here we also have the same features such as the push pull features. For example, 2 meters 500, and then once you okay, and then you can make everything the same thing. Okay, so let me try to remake also with the same style, maybe just a different thing, just different a little bit, maybe 3 meters, and then this one is 200, and just click it, push it forward like 2 meters, sorry, 2 meter 500, right? And then you can also do the same thing, such as first you can close the ceiling first. But in this case, if you're using the interior design, if you design a ceiling and everything, it will not impact it to your designs. So let me try this one and then go to the center, middle point. Also the same thing what I did. Going to like stretch it like 300. add another one to 3000. Sorry. Then 100, right? And then here you can use the push also, like to make it like 500. What's this? Like 500. $300. 500, 5,500. For example, like this one. So you can also make design directly here from the interior one, and then you can have the landscape here directly using the external area. And then the next thing, all the material, and also you can access in the public library. See personals and then favorites, just click it. Just click it, copy, right? And then choose the public library, for example, black pattern. I don't know what is this. Oh, this is green. Maybe coating. Not coating, stones. Ceramic flooring first, maybe flooring here. Same colors. Copy here, here, here. Here, here. And then the same thing, if you want to make like stairs and everything, right? You just make it simple. The width will be 1000 times 3 meters. Oops, sorry. 3 meters, 1000. You divide into 2 parts. First will be 200, and then the second will be 100. This one, for example, you want to change this into like concrete, maybe concrete. Just a basic concrete one. Just click it here. Click, 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 click. Right. So there's a lot of way. I mean, like from the interior, you can use design like this kind of design. And you go back to the base design, the tools, and you can still see all the preview, right? And then go to models, maybe add constructions. Maybe I will add some doors. Maybe exterior doors one. We go to 2D first and click exterior doors. Maybe I'm going to click it here, one here, and then click it. Make sure the thickness above the above the ground is 3,000 at 300 because we increased the height, right? So 3,000, and then we can go to the window and add another window, such as maybe 2 opening window, 2 universal window, like this one here, right? And then use the eye colors. You can go to 2D, click change the name, for example, to living room, and then you can inside you want to change the AI template, only on the living rooms. a very basic one, maybe this one, just click apply and save. So it's very easy. Okay, you can see from the inside we have everything, furnitures and everything, so at least we have something already inside, right? So the next thing, the problem is for the interior, if you wanna like renders it, quite not easy for you to renders exterior parts through the interior design part. So first, for sure, you need models, which is outdoor models, for example, like walls, trees, and everything, because it will be like camouflage all the environment you have between your design. For example, like this one, let me put it here. No, I think this one is too much. This kind of design is fine. One here, just using the 2D, just copy. So make sure everything will be covering up by the 3D models, because it will be helping you a lot to cover up everything. Okay. Once you have this kind of design, and then maybe we can go to renders, because we want to try a lot on the exterior, right? So we can go to renders and then go to real-time renderings and go maybe daytime. Okay, you can see, right? So the difference between the exterior and also interior is this kind of part. So you need to camouflage all everything on the exterior part. So first we need to change to what? Maybe this one. Let's try the environment. We need to change the environment first. Maybe not this one. Is too much. This one. Yeah, so if you see here, the design using the interior one is very like cartoonic. I mean, like not really realistic. Let me try to, yeah, you can see, right? It's not really realistic. So there's a lot of problem. So if you focusing on the exterior, I suggest you using the architect features. But here you can also custom light and everything. So that's the, maybe that's the added value, you can use it, right? So for example, here, you can set up lighting directly for yourself and everything. So it very different. So let me try to renders. Go to, we close it first and go to renders. You can see the difference later. But if your focus just want to showing like how the facade and everything, so I think it's fine. We're gonna generate like 4K renders maybe to see. Meanwhile, let me check on the architects one that we already made the renders. Okay, so in the architect one, we already renders, but if you see here, right, I mean, like the exterior will be so much natural here compared to the interior one. I mean, like this one is more proper. So I think I will change the setting of the sunlight first, maybe going to the front, so it's showing the whole interior faces, exterior faces. So let me check. Let's see and open this exterior again. Okay, we go to architectural renders again. Hope the AI simulation is working now. The sound direction should be this one. Let me try to use a very basic one. Still the same. I need to see how the sun is moving out to showing the faces. You can see here the sun is backside. Okay. Ready. And then the brightness, let's try first the temperature more lower. We're gonna try this way, or we gonna generate multiple renders first? Oh, I think I understand what's the problem. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think the interior part will be. We need to design once more. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I mean, like the exterior or the environment is look nice, but the problem is the inside one because actually we have the AI room simulation, but I don't know why this time it's not working. I already contact the support team, so later I'm going to confirm with you guys. Yeah, let's try to choose more like sunny environment. I mean, like to show all the materials and the building construction we already made. Okay, I'm opening questions. So just let me know, guys, if you have any issue now regarding using Coohom. Not related to the exterior part. Also, you can ask me. Sometimes the material is high glossy. Can we turn to matte? Yeah. So may I ask, are you using real-time renders, or I mean, like the interior renders or the exterior architects renders? If you are doing in the architects renders, there's no much things we can setting up. But if you're using interior, yeah, you can do it. Let me try to show you. Yeah, I'm opening up the interior design projects first. Okay, for example, like this one, right? If you go to renders and then go to the real-time renders, we have options for you, so you can add it again. Let me choose. Sometimes the paint is high glossy. Okay, understand. Maybe the easiest way, maybe we can look up the tables. So here in the, I mean, like in the real-time renders, right? You can click the certain materials, and then you can click the walls also. Here, the walls. If you go to the parameter on the right bar, you can see everything here. Okay. For example, this one. This will be the table, dining table. If you see here, the glossiness is very high. So it's a reflection glossiness here. You can click it and then you can setting up based on your liking. So if I like make it very low, the glossiness is much more different. Let me try to zoom in. Zoom. Yeah, I think there's a lighting behind us. Okay. Yeah, for example, like this one. Yeah, you can see the materials here, and then you can edit everything here. For example, the Fresnel, the fillings, and everything. For example, I change the filling to 2. The texture will be also changing. So here in the real-time renders, you can change all the filling. If I increase the glossiness, it will be like in the renders will be showing more glossy. So that's how you can setting up the materials before renders. You can test it for Mr. Is it Mr. Kenny? I tried many times to render 360 in Fergie, but cannot running. 360 with 14K. Try. What it's showing, sir? I mean, like what pop up or still pending or something? 16K? You mean like 12K or 32K? Pending. You mean like the 12K and 32K? Let me try the 12K. Yeah, for 32K, it will be generated like about 24 hours, so it will take more time. Let's see the 12K first. Yeah, the 12K is already running. Let's see. For render 16K, why not function? 16K on renders? You mean like the perspective view? I only have like 8K. Let me check. Do we have 16K? 16K. 8K. The highest one on the, I mean like in the perspective render will be 8K. There are no 16K. You have it? Oh, 8K. Yeah, 8K is also the same thing. It takes more like 24 hours. You can see here, like if you're choosing like the 4K, there are no 24 hours icon here. So if you renders like 8K and then 360 on 32K top view on 8K, and the video renders using like ultimate 1080p resolution, it will take a lot of time. So usually one night. So you cannot get instant. The other things it will be instant render. Yeah. Other question for anyone? Tempered glass room? You mean? Let me understand first. What you mean like tempered glass room? You mean like in the window or the wall? You want to add a tempered glass? So I think there's a lot of functions actually. If you have a specific materials that you want to use, right? So if you go to real-time renders, there's a lot. Meeting room full of glass. Okay, I understand what you need. But let me try first on, maybe I want to change material here. Okay. Okay, so meanwhile we wait for the renders, I will delete everything. So for example, let's make a rectangular wall here. And then you want to make meeting room inside, right? So it will be on the corner or like in the middle part? Yeah, this is the 8K at 12K resolution we just rendered, and it's working. I think you should try refresh and I'll try again, Mr. Kenny. In the middle? Yeah, let me check first. I need to double check meeting table. Because I need to double check whether we need a custom modeling or not. So let's try. Yeah, so the answer will be you need to using custom modeling using the glass. So first thing, I think I suggest you to make a square or using a cube. I think square is fine. So for example, square here, I will use push pull, and then you can delete the upper part and also the lower part, and go to the glass, search for glass, maybe clear glass. Just click it, duplicate to all sections here, right? And I will show you in the renders first. And you can add doors and everything. You need the custom modeling. Image to 3D model, we doesn't have, Mr. Kenny. Hi, Calvin. Is there a way to draw a particle doors? I have pictures inside the groups. Let me check. Let me try to the advanced tools first. Yeah, but I was showing to Mr. Kenny first. This is the, I mean, like if you're using custom modeling and you choose the glass material to change to the glass, it will showing the renders. Oh, okay. So what you need to click? Oh, you cannot change. Okay, I will try. I will ask the team. I mean, like our team to create a tutorial to make a room full of glass. But I think in this case, there's a reflections. I don't know why. I will double check on that. Okay, Mr. Kenny. So now Kavija, let me try to delete everything first. Particular doors. Let's go to advanced tools, doors and window. But I don't know there's a specific like what you are asking or not. I need to double check. Sliding door, not wall, maybe sliding. We don't have that specific design for the door, Kavija. Oh, this is window. Wait, let me check for the doors. Sliding aluminum doors, all swing doors. Yeah, sorry, this is swings. Yeah, we don't have that specific doors you asked, Kavija. So in this case, in the advanced tools, right, if you click it, change the style, maybe the door style. Let me see if there's any other door styles. I think this one. No. In custom modeling, yes, but I think it will take a lot of time for you. So if you can find a SketchUp file, just import it. It's easier for you. But I think this one is quite similar. Is it? Is it this one similar for you? I think the closest one that I can find in our advanced tools is this one. Yeah, you can use it, this one. If you need like 4 doors, you can use it this one and then change the style to this style. I will save the style for you. The style name is sliding door 21. I will copy to the groups so you can like copy it and use it. Normally, the tempered glass is 900 to 1.2 meter width per piece. Okay, when the glass to another glass, and what joining is silicone, how to draw that? Okay, so for that demand, I need to double check on the team for our trainer teams and also implement team. So I cannot confirm we can design that kind of things or not at the moment, because what can the best option that I can give you was like, you can use custom modeling. For example, the size, the width is will be like 1.2 meters, and then you can duplicate in the other side. But in the silicone and everything, I think I need to double check on that, Mr. Kenny. Material don't have code. Yeah, currently we don't have code for the material, but let me check. Doors material, yes, but let me see if like this kind of material also not okay. What if I see on the models? Yeah, in the models we have codes for materials like product ID here. But if in the we need to find bags otherwise. Yeah, I prefer for now, if you are 3D models, you can use, we have the product ID, but if we insert the advanced tools, we don't have the codes, so you can copy the name. But if you want to use it again, I suggest use to favorite and then add to select folders or make a new folder, for example, like a live session, create new folders. So every time you go to my and then go to favorite, there's favorites and go to a live session, you can find it easily. Okay. More questions before I ended these sessions? Okay, cool. So if anyone here have more questions, just feel free to ask on the group. So I will try to answer my best on the group. If with more technical questions, I will double confirm with the team first, so I can confirm to you whether Coohom can do that or not. Okay. So I will stop the recording first.